I'd like to introduce now to you Diana Nammi, who's the director of the Iranian Kurdish and Women's Rights Organisation. They shared the front of the march with us. Please give her a warm round of applause. It was an honour to be there with them.
Thank you very much. It's our honor to be here tonight. I was really impressed that yes means yes and no means no. Yes, we are standing against violence against women, and we are saying no to violence against women. One of our problems around the world and even in the UK was actually multiculturalism. We have been suffered by that, and it was a damage for universality of women's rights around the world by making silence and finding excuses why different governments, even in the UK and European country, under the name of cultural diversity and cultural sensitivity. Thank you. Many women have been killed, have been suffered by violence for ages, and no police, no government try not to interfere to save them and told them it's their own culture. We have to have respect for criminal cultures. We say crime is crime, and it has been stopped. Women's rights is universal, and every single woman around the world should be entitled for that. Defending women's rights without compromising with any religion, with any tradition, it's important for us, and we have to do it. Thank you. And there is women around the world, they are suffering by the religious, or they are living under the religion regime and law, especially within the Muslim communities around the world, and the violence against women within those countries, like Middle Eastern countries and Asian community, has raised dramatically because of the rise of Islamic fundamentalists, Islamic political Islam and organized Islam. And it has been bringing women and women's rights and human rights back for ages, and women living in a dark society in those countries, dark ages. We have to have our solidarity for women who are suffering under they will be beheaded because they are not wearing hijab. Their hand will be cut because they are wearing a shirt, or their legs will be cut because they are wearing a skirt. Right now in Iraq, right now after the Shia terrorist attack against women and due to the war in those countries, we have to have our support for them and fight for human rights, women's rights, and equality in those countries. So nobody has the right to tell us that woman is the second-rate citizen around the world. Two issues I want just to mention here in the UK, and we need actually to mention it tonight and give our support. One is against deportation, especially government start massive deportation, especially many of them are women who face violence, honor killing, or different kind of violence. Their asylum application is based on violence. Government and Home Office rejected their case, and they deporting them. They are facing shame. They are facing violence not only by their own government but by their own families. We had a woman last week. Home Office sent her back. She was 11 when she forced to a marriage to be the second wife of a 46-year-old man. In her wedding day, when she was 11, she put herself on fire, and she had 65% damage. She had no fingers, she had no mouth, no eyes, nothing. She was just a piece of meat without doing anything. And shamefully, deported her back to Iran. She has no support by government, no support by family, nowhere to live, no money to live on. She is in the street right now. And the other issue is women with no recourse to public fund. There are thousands of women living in the UK with no any support. They have been forced to live within the violence situation or to face the very unhuman, and to face very unhuman being situation. No recourse to public fund is the lawful racism by British government against women. And simply it is the breach of human rights and women's rights. We have to fight to demolish those policies by British government and European government too. Thank you.